Alright, so it's that time of the year again. You may have seen a video from me like this recently talking about the collaboration, which was about a month ago, right? It's kind of crazy that time flies like that, but yeah, my what to expect video on the collaboration was sort of spot on for the aspect that everything that we got in that update was basically in that video. I told you Labyrinth most likely due to the fact that Labyrinth got delayed, correct? So that popped up, everything popped up exactly as we sort of mentioned. Funny enough, we kind of, at that point when I made the video, I was like, Overlord, that's what I hope for, and Overlord did happen. Now today, we'll try our best here to come to a conclusion of what to expect in the festival. Just know that this is one of the biggest festivals of the year, so hopefully whatever I say here, because again, I'm going to give a low ball to it because I'm not expecting too much here, because again, some of the festivals this year have been really diluted on the aspect of events and whatnot. So today I'm going to try my best to lowball it, but I'll give you everything that's possible. Let's hop into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. This is what to expect from the 4.5 Annie. Yeah, so first things first, this was the 3.5 Annie, and let me tell you now, it was absolutely one of the greatest times in this game. 3.5 was just insane. Seeing Ultimate Escanor and everything in that stream was just so good. Seeing my boy just absolutely, I don't know, it was crazy. I can't describe to you the emotion. It will not give it justice. This character was just so freaking hyped day one. I remember everything about it. It was insane, all right? When we were on stream, we're like, oh, who is it? Who are they teasing? Like, the flames started popping up, and we said, it's Escanor, baby. We were so hyped. But yeah, this character over here brought us one of the best festivals, in my opinion. Beyond that, you got a free character. By the way, there should be a free character dropping in this update. Who is that going to be? Realize the only character leaked so far is a latte. So at any point, a latte can be a unit. Is she going to be the 600 banner we get before the festival? Because remember, the festival, let's describe this first. The festival will probably pop on, guess what day? The 30th of November. Guess what else happens that day? I mentioned in my last video, the release date for Black Clover Mobile. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Do you think they did that purposely? I'm very curious here, right? Because as soon as Hawk got announced, they then announced this, so they know for certain global, or rather the festival, is launching then. I'm just saying, it's kind of irony, right? Or they genuinely meant to do it. I don't know, but we're all going to be focused on the JP Annie, I think, regardless of anything. No one's going to give a damn about Black Clover that day because, if it's hyped, I think that we're going to be enjoying this one, but who knows? So again, realize that's happening on the same day, but the 30th is when the update's happening. 29th is the stream. You will have all the information releasing to you on the 24th, 25th, 26th, around those 3 dates. Remember that it's basically how it's going to go. So the hype up starts on the 24th. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Beyond that, we should have an LR this week. If they're postponing it to the festival, the LR will pop up then. Keep that in mind. Who is the character? Everyone keeps asking me. Who do I think it is? I've kind of already said it. I personally think that humans need their time now. I don't think that King's going to get one, right? I think that really King should get the LR. Makes sense to me. Fairy Race kind of needs something. If it's not that, we're going to get some sort of Festival King, but I just don't think so, in my opinion, right? I really think that it's Chaos Arthur, because we have no other chance, because if it's Chaos Arthur, right, you'd expect in the next story, they're going to release another Chaos Arthur, like an upgraded one, when he finally appears as, like, the villain and whatnot, and, like, big core aspects, which it'll happen relatively sooner in the story for Goa, right? But, like, not releasing Chaos Arthur now is going to be so weird. So I think that they will do it, but again, if it's not Chaos Arthur, the only other characters people have been coping with is Supreme Deity, if that ever were to happen. People have been coping with, again, King, as mentioned. And then, I don't know, people are saying Gelda, but Festival Gelda, in my opinion, don't see that happening. And it could also happen, Festival Ragnarok 2.0, here we go. So realize that easily could either be the units, just keep that in mind. But yeah, again, free unit, could be a latte, could be somebody else. Hoping for somebody cool this time. We should be getting one as promised. It's always this festival does bring us something cool like that. So I am hoping that we get something along the line of that, right? New chapter is going to drop. It's going to be the second to last chapter for the story itself. Cosmetics for the character will obviously happen. Festival Coin Shop will open up. This time again, it's not going to ever be light and dark units. Stop asking that. It's never going to happen unless they choose to change it, which they won't. They won't, all right? Card set for the Annie, which is always pretty solid, depending on the Annie. Yeah, some of them sucked, but some of them are really good. Whoever the character is may get a thing over here. I think that Escanor was just so hyped. They gave it to Escanor, right? Sometimes it doesn't happen, all right? Beyond that, Belgius over here, pretty simple stuff. The bundles, if you want to go and purchase anything, you're more than welcome to. That's always going to drop, always. We're going to get a bunch of quality of life updates, right? there is again a mentioned and promised mode that's supposed to release. We still haven't gotten that. It was they said slight delay on the aspect of the entire new Demonic Beast content, right? That has to happen. There's also the aspect of the new content with a demon king or demon or chaos demon, however they're gonna plan on doing that one. That also has to drop. Now again, is that in this festival or the next festival? But what we know is it has to drop at some point. So that should be something that's popping up too. Beyond that, also again, you'll have your arena already this week, so there's no point in thinking about it here because it probably will drop with that. Again, a bunch of quality of life updates as always. They did give us an escrow draw animation here. Do I ever think it's gonna happen again? No. Why? They're lazy. Simply put. Simply put, they are way too lazy to do any of that, right? They also went and gave all these events over here, which we'll have to go through this. Different form to see it, because for some reason they didn't put in the main one. But we have the jump box event, which gives you an insane amount of free things. This is the greatest thing. It gave you a free festival hero, by the way, so we should get one too. This should happen. All that should go by the same way. Again, over here, insane freebies. One of the greatest events, and this has been a little bit since it's last come, so we should expect to see it this time. We'll see who they give away for free this time. Again, a free selector for a character of your choice. 200 free gems, 280 of these. Absolutely one of the best festivals. Look at this, dude. Literally one of the best festivals. But free multi, bunch more of these things over here, bunch of these things over here. Again, a lot of rewards. You have the same flame or blessing of fire event. Depends on what they do this time. Blessing of chaos. I don't know, man. Could be something cool. Clear Leonis event. One of the saddest events ever. This is basically Escanor kind of saying like, if you watched, he was trying to get a book to read a poem to somebody, which is Merlin. And he said, it's all good. Like, my time has almost come anyways. And he's like, I was like, no, they're going to kill my boy. Oh, man, what a stupid story. Damn it. But yeah, really cool event there also that was there. Beyond that, they actually ruined this event, like, for everything. It's like, when this released for the collab, they had no actual good aspects of it. Like, this was good. It gives you story elements in it. But they chose not to do it ever again. It's just, this one event only was the one that had story in it. Where once you reach, like, a point, it's going to have, like, a cutscene in a way. And you'd watch it and read it and be like, my boy Escanor, right? Beyond that, we had a new boss, the indigenous purgatory creature. I don't know if it launched for this, but it was a boss. I think it was brand new around some point there. So that popped up. You had the weekly dungeon. You had all the materials. There was no, by the way, there was no actual new event. So I'm hoping this time they do something, dude. Please bring back costume shop. It's gonna happen anyway, so I can't really ask for that. Bring back double trading grotto, please. Bring back even just double demonic relics, so we can farm properly. At least do that. Or bare minimum gear gotcha, please, dude. Just do it, man. Consider, you're absolute chads. Do it one time. So hopefully that does happen. But they also last year brought back the sale of these ones, which again was a great thing to do. Great thing to do. But I think beyond that, they actually one time brought them back for only gems. I don't know, this was the one, or 30 gems. So they brought them all back under the Hawk Pass shop, but you had to buy them for gems. Very scummy thing to do, but if you want them, it's your fault for missing out on them. That's their philosophy. This was also there. Maybe they bring that back again. But again, this is kind of what it looks like. People also been saying, like, what does the banner look like? I don't want to say anything right now because it doesn't have to be a vote banner. Last year was not a vote banner. We voted only for the festival after, which was the New Year's festival. So everyone has been asking me, is the banner going to be goated? Is the banner going to be great? Are we voting for the banner? We don't know. What we can tell you for certain almost is that potentially Mael will be on there and potentially Bond, because they haven't freaking returned in forever. So those have the highest chance, but beyond that, there's nothing else, correct? But with the end of year, if it was like last year, the end of year banner is going to be juicy because there's a lot of characters you'll be voting for. And again, it's like limited and Ragnarok and all those count in there. So that can be a very good banner. But again, also realize that this year, there have been some very terrible releases. Very terrible. So who would you vote for really, right? Like Tyr, Tristan, Roxy, Freya 2, right? Beyond that, then like who else, correct? Because a lot of the units this year were just dog crap. So again, that's it for me. Quick little video. Wanted to show this to you. What to expect in the festival. A good festival unit, a free unit, a crap ton of gems. The jump box event better return. They should be giving another free festival this year. They should be. Usually around the 3.5 feds, they do a lot of special things because it's the final of like festival of the year basically, right? Before New Year's, which is the other one. But it's like the final main festival at the New Year's festival, right? So they better do it justice. That's what they always do. So we're going to hope they do it this time again. But if not, well, so be it. But, you know, Escanor brought us so much. So don't try to compare to that one. I don't think they're going to one-up that one. That was just built different.